Hi, it's a great day. Welcome to week 3. I really enjoyed getting to meet you last week and getting to kind of go over the ins and outs of the course and some of the actions that you need to take as we are moving forward. This week's a big week because it's presentations, group presentations online. I know that can be challenging, but my hope is to push you a little bit in this new environment of virtual and digital learning. We need to start being able to collaborate this way as well. So I'm excited to see how these presentations turn out, and I'm excited for you guys to get to see each other's presentations so that you can learn a more broad view of different disorders, particularly emotional behavior disorders. So last week you got an introduction to assessment and those best practices for schools to ensure that all children are having an opportunity to learn, because those have to be in place before we can ever say that someone needs special education. Someone can't need special education if they haven't been through a high quality opportunity to learn with typical peers. And that means having universal design for learning, having instruction differentiated for different learners, and following that tiered process of more intensive instruction and more data analysis and collection. So those are all of the items that you looked at last week. And this week we're moving on to students with academic support needs. What this really means is this is primarily about our students who are learning under the general curriculum. Sometimes we might refer to it as high incidence. Sometimes we might refer to it as collab, inclusion. Some people call it resource. Some people don't call it not resource. So it's interesting, the different terminology you'll see. But essentially, we're going to focus on 3 of our most high incidence disabilities, which would be learning disability. Specific learning disability is defined as a disorder in one or more of the basic psychological processes that are involved in using or understanding language, spoken or written, that's manifests itself in the imperfect ability to listen, think, read, write, spell, speak, or do mathematical calculations. This is the highest incidence disability, and students with specific learning disabilities show cognitive ability in the average range, but have a achievement gap in some of these areas involved in the language processing. So we also have behavior disorder. An emotional and behavior disorder is the inability of a student to maintain satisfactory relationships with peers or teachers, or have chronic inappropriate types of behaviors under normal circumstances, or a pervasive mood of unhappiness or depression, and or even a tendency to develop physical symptoms, either pain or fear associated with school and personal problems. And this has to be with sufficient duration, intensity, and frequency to interfere with educational performance. And then lastly, we have ADHD, but what you're going to find out, this is not a category of eligibility for special education. However, under other health impairment, which is a category for eligibility, ADHD can make a person eligible under that category. Or ADHD could be a comorbid or a co-occurring disability alongside a learning disability. You're going to learn more about all of that this week, and then you're going to give your presentation with your group. Remember, for your group presentation, you work together to create a PowerPoint slides with notes that would narrate what you would say for the slide. And then one person is going to upload it into Video Puppet and submit it to the discussion. But then everyone will watch all the videos and give a reply to each video. Don't also forget to rate your group members. It's a small portion of the grade, and it's an opportunity to get credit for all of your hard work. All right. If you have any questions for me this week, I hope you'll email me. I look forward to it. Have a great day.